shit,
Yeah.
really? I was gonna just do this one. Holy shit. Okay.
Where's the?
And
Where's
we're
the?
live.
Hello.
We are
Hello.
live over here. Another Saturday night of shenanigans. Let's see who we all
Shenanigans.
have in the chat. See Ronnie Rasmussen. I see Kristen. See Fee. What's up, Fee? Kentucky Bill. What's up, brother? Michelle Hughes. What's up, Michelle? I
Okay, give me a
saw
minute. I may have.
Socrates was in early.
No.
I don't think he's hanging around. He's probably in bed. But I didn't. I was actually able to get the stream up a few hours early because I was up here doing other stuff. So how is quarantine? Everyone finding different things to do. Well, I know Zippy, you're still sort of working. Well, you're probably busy.
Oh, I'm working full time. I'm not quarantined whatsoever.
Al Ben, what's up, Mike? Vaping Trucker.
David Trucker, I did not mean to end your chat earlier. Anyway, when I left the Zoom earlier, I ended the Zoom for everybody.
Go on.
Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
I just said bye, Felicia, and boom, everybody's gone.
Yeah, at the moment it's look, as I said in Mike's chat, you know, been
Everyone just freeze on me? What in the hell just happened? Are you fucking shitting me right now? What in the ever-loving fuck just happened? You can still hear us, though? Oh, that is crazy. Yeah, because I got the little circle of death over, and you could just hear me. Oh, you're hearing me because of OBS. That's why. That's what's going on. Yeah, because the Zoom just froze. I do not know why it just did that. Fun. Oh, Socrates, you were here. All right, I am going to close out, and you guys all sit tight, and I'm going to pop back in, and we'll see what happens. You got two of me. Oh, what the frick is going on here? Oh, hold on. I think we might be back. Seemed. Let me see if I can figure out what the hell's going on, why it's muting. This is unfucking real. Okay, let's see. Oh, what in the fuck? Now it froze again. What in the ever-loving fuck is going on with Zoom tonight? Okay, this is jacked up. I do not know what's going on. Alright, oh, what the hell? I'm gonna have to close this out. Hold on. Close that all the way. I'm kind of thinking that. Here I am on there twice again. What in the ever-loving fuck is going on with Zoom right now?
The sound effects guy's a bit late.
Yes, it was late that time. I thought, I got out of my chair.
All right, let's see if we are back up and running or not. Just still showing live stream online here. Everyone left.
Yeah, I think we're there. No, we're there. I don't think they can hear us.
Says no connect. On mine, it says no connection. On my
here we
screen,
go.
it says no
We're
connection.
fixed. We're back.
Yeah, we're
Are we?
fixed.
Okay,
That was
let's
exciting.
Yeah, I
Tap
don't know what
to
in the hell
retry.
happened there.
see. Okay, there we are.
Oh well, no matter. We're back now, and
Yeah.
welcome to part 2.
Now let's see if we can get some people to come back now. I'm really low. Okay, well, I'll get that sorted out here in a moment. Let me get this back up and going here as far as my live control room. No, I don't want it from there. How the hell? No, I don't-
The sequels are never better than the first version, Ronnie. Come on.
yeah, come on now. We can,
We just kept talking while it was off. We didn't know it was off, and then we noticed that Frank was just looking thoughtful and not moving.
all right. Oh, of course, that's got to come up now. Yeah, that basically.
Well, that's entirely up to OBS and Zoom as to what happens there, Ronnie.
Yeah, right.
It's like a mystery bet.
Yeah, it's just. I'm just glad it actually came back. I wasn't sure what the hell it was going to do. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? I mean, I know
Doesn't matter.
Zoom's having hacker issues, but I don't think that's what it is. I just
Well,
think,
look, I mean,
think my
it may
computer
well
hadn't been
be.
restarted for a while, so it just decided.
It may well be the throttling that they're having to do because so many more people are using Zoom and stuff like that because, well, everyone's shut in. So,
yeah, this is true too.
So it might be just a usage,
Yeah.
comes on seats issue. Who knows? But so during the time that you're locked away, what have you been doing, Frank?
Oh, I haven't left the house since Wednesday. I haven't felt like leaving the house because there's germs out there.
There is germs out there.
But now I just found right before the stream, I am going to have to go to the hardware store tomorrow because my daughter was like, oh, my toilet's not working. I go in there, I'm going to go jiggle the handle. Okay, maybe the handle's just jacked up. No, the handle broke. Literally at the rod broke inside the handle. So yeah, I'm going to have to replace that tomorrow.
Well, you got duct tape, haven't you?
Yeah, the rod broke.
Yeah, just duct tape it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
But what I've been doing is I've been revisiting a few of my older mods that I've had on the shelf or I haven't played with for a while.
Oh, you too? Yeah, I
yeah,
broke out.
and-
I have it downstairs because when to charge the batteries in it again, I have the it's what you call it, the Zenith, the Mac, was it the iJoy Zenith?
Yep.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
like
using that
it's
again.
kind of weird because you put a mod on the shelf, not because it doesn't work or anything like that, but something new comes along and you start using that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I don't know why I haven't been using, but I haven't used my LiPo mod for quite some time, and it was made for me by White Rose on ELR. And mate, this thing is like a sledgehammer to the face. It is crazy. That's the mod, right? It's bloody gorgeous,
Oh, nice.
right? So it's Stabwood lipo. So 12 point, mate, no, 11.2 or 12.6 volts. I can't remember. I think it's 11.2. But mate, I did a little video because I was I was just mucking around. I'll just do a share screen on this if
Yeah,
you know,
it shouldn't blow us up. We should be fine.
we'll see. We'll see. It might. But yeah, so like this is it. And you can see like I've got it on a 30, right? And that's the 35 millimeter bolt drive.
Wow.
It is kind of insanity. But I don't even know what the wattage is. But like you take a little
Wow.
it's like a 2-second hit and it just oh hello. I actually got a bit Nick dizzy on this and what I've got in there is a 1.5. It's 1.5 milligrams, and I took a hit and went, whoa,
Oh
whoa,
shit!
that's big.
Yeah, I broke out the Basium with
Oh, mate,
the
that's a
hermaphrodite
great
on
little
top.
mod.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
are a
it's a
great
two
little mod.
battery. It's got the Dove Pro chip. It's plain and simple, no frills.
Yep.
Literally nothing to it except what you see on that
My
screen. There's
my
no
Bastian took a crap.
nothing.
Yep. And Vape and Biker did an awesome job on that because I mean the only problem that I have is when you have to pull the
It makes a
bottle out.
mess.
It's a little bit of a pain in the ass. But
And
as far as there you go.
I broke out my PWM hex home.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yes.
But so yeah, look, peeps, when you're sitting at home with wondering what to do, if you're not mixing, just break out an old mod and just go retro for a little while because
Yeah, I even put a build and rewicked my Sherman.
Well, there you go. That's going back old school. Did you make a recipe from like 2015, 2016 to chuck in it?
I threw a 2018 mix in there from where the heck is the bottle? From Nevins, his lemon meringue pie, the best yet.
Oh God, the best yet.
I got that running in this.
But the thing is that with the Basium is that that green is the best green any mod has come in.
Oh yeah, what's Kelly Green? I mean,
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. But yeah, like breaking out some of the old mixes and old mods is good fun. It's sort of like something to do. But because you can go a little bit stir crazy, and if you're doing the right thing, then well, you're not so many of your friends.
yeah.
So what are you going to do?
Yeah, Mick, I have an RX-23, which is basically the RX-200, and I have it upgraded to 250 watts. And I remember it was acting a little weird, like it wasn't reading one of the batteries. So that may be what I get going this week. I may tear that down and see if I can fix the contacts.
It's a really easy fix on the RXs. What happens is there's a solder joint on top of the battery cage.
Yes, that's what I heard.
Just comes to drift, and it's just a quick solder job to fix them up. The RX-23 was one of my favorite mods for a long time.
It was my first box mod.
Oh,
okay,
I used the hell out of that thing.
I have like no paint left on
I got
mine.
about 6 of them.
Go grab Arctic Fox, which is an alternative firmware for it.
Luke,
Changes the whole mod.
Oh wow.
And Luke's in the house. But yeah, the RX-23 with the Arctic Fox firmware is brilliant. I mean, it's a good mod until that battery terminal comes adrift. Then you solder it and off you go.
Yeah.
So if you've got an old RX-23 that perhaps isn't as good as it should be, just try the Arctic Box firmware on it because it makes it improves it by 100%.
Oh, there's Martian up there, chat. Yeah, I saw Mix out
Hey,
there.
Marshy.
We got the whole gang in here.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting there tonight.
Everyone's bored.
I guess the second version of the show will be decent.
Yeah, this is the second episode.
Yeah, the sequel. I think Fidalgo missed the
The
first
sequel,
one.
yeah.
Because in the kitchen with a vengeance.
There we go. Because it was definitely a Zoom issue because I literally did not lose any frames at all. And I'm just like, what the fuck is I said, Zoom's got issues right now. I did do the upgrade this morning with the security thing. That's why, everyone coming in had to, sit in a waiting room and wait.
Yeah, mine keeps asking me to update, but after the last person updated, I said, no, I'm not updating. It can just stay right where it is.
Yeah,
they could have made
we were doing frozen food in the kitchen, exactly.
Come on, Kentucky Bill, just let it go. Come on, that was all right.
So I ended up saying, screw it. 18 months, same as cash. Bought a new washer and dryer because the washer, I bought parts to fix it, and it still didn't fix it. And I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Went on Best Buy. Got a Samsung front loader, washer, dryer, and it's funny. The dryer actually had a water hookup. I'm just like, what? I guess
for condensation.
No, it actually hooks.
Or in
water hose going into it. I guess it's like steam cleans or something.
Oh,
the dryer
yeah,
or some
yeah.
shit. Yeah, some fancy stuff.
They've got a lot of that kind of crap now in those new.
And,
it is Fidalgo. You notice the jumper, mate. I haven't done any firewood runs, and we haven't turned any heating on or anything like this. And yesterday was quite pleasant, although raining. But today is freezing. It's snowing on the hills here. So,
holy crap! I sent my
fairly
weather
early.
to you. I sent my weather to you.
Yeah, you did. But look, it's unusual for it to be this cold this early. But yeah, it certainly come in and just said, "Hey, have some cold weather. It's all yours." But I don't mind the cold, but it's rare in the house that I have to put a jumper on. It's just that we were a little unprepared for it. So,
Addy Tooney.
That's weird. I've never seen a steam cleaning dryer, but now I want one. just cause. Not that I use the dryer that much, but suck it up, Dave. Yeah, 30 degrees. You Queenslanders, you don't know how good you got it sometimes.
I think it was minus 20
I'm
here.
gonna say
last
30. That's in U.S. terms. That's 86. So it's still hot. We haven't gotten that hot. This week we may get that hot.
It was minus 30 with the wind chill this morning.
Are you serious still? Jesus.
Yeah. Well, next week we're supposed to get into double digits, but right now it's freaking cold.
Damn.
I know.
Well, right now it's 10 degrees here, so.
No, it's 50. Yeah, 50 Fahrenheit.
Oh God.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
a heat wave. That's a heat wave. That's a heat wave here.
Well, I mean, the wind is pretty big too, so like I would hate to. I would not like to go outside right now, and it's saying wind chill makes it 5.9 degrees Celsius. And
Yeah, so it's like,
I'd be going outside in my shorts.
Yeah, exactly. Zippy be out there in a thong.
No.
be sunbaking on a day like this, mate. Be out there just bagging those rays as you do when it's hot.
Yeah.
So anyone that's shut in, if you haven't had a chance yet to catch up with Ozark, if you have never watched it, watch. No, I'm not spoiling them. Just watch all 3 seasons if you haven't watched any of it. But I finished season 3 last night, and I was just like, my wife and I looked at each other like, what the fuck just happened?
I don't know nothing.
No, that's as far as I'm going. That's as far as I'm going. That's as far as I'm going.
Look, it is a really good show.
Awesome.
I enjoyed 1 and 2,
awesome.
and I've been hanging for 3 and sort of haven't got to it yet because the TV's been booked up. I think we have to sort out some sort of roster
Well, I upgraded
Because-
last week after the show. I went online and realized that I could upgrade my internet. So now I'm getting almost 500 down
Gee,
and like 23
Nice.
up. But
nice.
obviously, it's not helping zooming. And I saw Bull City Flavors is still shipping fast. I put an order in last night of all the new most of the new Mullenberries, and threw some of the vape
They
train.
don't have the freaking apricot.
I
and
know
it
they don't.
ticks me off.
I know that.
That is the best flavor they came out with new. I'm just sorry, it is.
Thanks, Shane. You made me choke.
So
But the cake is good, the sponge cake. But that apricot is just
Yeah, I think-
amazing. I love it.
yeah, of course they didn't have the apricot, and there was one of the other newer ones. I looked at it and I'm like, I don't need it right now. It's not going anywhere. You know, I'm just ordering all them and then throwing a couple other things in my cart that I needed and a couple replacements. And I was like $75. I'm like, yeah, okay, we're done.
I haven't
Doesn't
ordered
take long.
anything at all for ages. Well, I've still got stuff in the air from bloody January because everything because
Really?
they're laying off or furloughing Australia Post workers to keep social distancing and all that sort of stuff. Everything has just slowed to a crawl.
Yeah, they're saying here now by June, if things continue the way they are, we will not have any mail service at all, they're claiming. But I don't see how that's possible. But anything's possible right now, though, so we'll see.
There you go,
Harmony
Dave.
1999G, welcome. Thank you for the sub.
Thanks, Dave. We'll play with that. Zippy and I've been playing with the sesame apricot, but one drop of FLV apple pop. Zippy. Write that down.
I'm writing.
I think literally I have one, maybe two apricot flavors. I think I have FA and Flavora. Or at least
Flavora's really good.
I'm not sure about the FA. I'd have to look and see if I actually have an FA one.
I haven't used the FA enough to comment, but I do like the Flavora apricot. I like the sesame apricot, although it is.
Yeah,
as
Luke,
it's,
they're not shipping, so I couldn't get it. Oh,
It's
I'm
small
sorry, I'm not trying to
window.
interrupt.
Yeah, no, you're right, Tam. Small usage window for the sesame from what
Oh,
we.
very small, very small. But I think I tamed the beast.
No, I didn't order it.
Yeah, no,
Didn't
it's a
order
good
it.
thing.
Yeah, I
Good
do
thing.
have.
I can't order it, Luke. They're closed.
Yeah, I do
So
have
it-
FA and Flavora. Yeah, I have not. I can honestly tell you, I don't think I've used either one. Well, yeah. It's just,
I've got the medicine flower, but I haven't even single flavor tested it. I bought it in the sale that they had.
And I tried to order it, and I couldn't because somebody hoarded all the stuff, like Simon.
Well, you know,
So-
Simon says, right? You know, Simon says you ain't getting shit.
And I would have used it already. So there you go.
Mine, oh mine.
I say,
But
wasn't
as
that
I
from Finding Nemo? Mine.
I
Mine.
know.
Yeah,
Yes,
there you
I
go.
used to make fun of my kids used to sound just like those pelicans.
My ex-wife
When
used
they
to,
would
my
start-
my ex-wife used to make that sound too. Mine.
Oh, dear.
Kid's 25 years old, still mine. I'm like, no. Get a job.
We're talking about orange things, so apricot fits into our program even. How
Yeah,
does
it works. Yeah, it's kind of orangey.
we call it orange. Orange in colour, not in taste. But
Now there is a.
Who's gonna talk about carrot?
You are.
I
not
mean,
me.
not
No,
me.
I'm not.
'Cause
Not me.
I can honestly tell you, I do not have a single carrot flavor. I
I have carrot cake. Okay,
I've got
by
carrot
one on
cake.
one. I've
Yeah,
got
I-
one-on-one carrot cake.
Not 101.
I do.
Zippy, I think you have Wonder Flavors carrot.
Yeah, that's the one I've got.
Okay,
You've
well,
got that too.
how would I know? You know more about my flavors than I do. Damn it!
It's just in the cupboard on your right, Zip.
Is it over there, Tam?
No, other side.
Yeah, over there. Wherever you
No.
moved them to, Zip, I don't know.
I didn't
Wherever
move
you
the
moved them
carrot.
to.
I did not move the carrot. I did not move the carrot. I had the most essential creams over here, but they now not live there. They're back over there.
Okay, so now I know that.
Yeah, so they're over there. But I'm not telling you where anything else is, okay? You'll have to just figure it out. I'll send you a road map.
And well, one flavor that Shane needs to get on it and get it released is that blood orange.
Ooh,
I don't
like
have
blood
that.
orange.
Oh my God, Tam!
My favorite.
You'll love it. You will love it. I mean, you can make an orange cream that does not taste like St. Joseph's Children's aspirin.
Well, and that's one thing I'm working on right now is the orange. What's the? I don't know what it's called.
Most oranges are
Cinnamon roll.
a little probably tough to work with outside of a candy profile, I find, because I get Tic Tacs off a lot
I
of them.
didn't get that one.
Yeah,
because I promised.
this one you don't get the Tic Tacs, you don't get the baby aspirin. You get a nice sweet. It's a little syrupy, but it maybe I did put my 0.5% sweetener in it just because I was afraid, because I'm a pussy that way. But yeah, so I mean, I did it the way I do my VSO blueberry. I went 4% on the blood orange, thanks to Sin. I think said she used it at 5, so I went 4 on that, and then I did the 2% on the Flavor West blood orange. So
That's my favorite.
You get like the artificial blood orangey candy notes, and then I threw in 2% of the new TFA vanilla custard too, because I've been putting that in like everything I possibly can. And I mean, it's just and a little bit of sweetener, and I'm pretty sure this would taste just as good without the sweetener. Yeah, FA orange juice and FA blood orange. I picked up the blood orange for one of your mixes, Michelle, but I never got around to mixing it.
FA blood orange is pretty good. It's their just normal orange is Tic Tacky.
Yes,
and,
it is.
And Hick Head and Clouds used it in an orange Tic Tac recipe forever ago, and every so often I still make that one because I quite like orange Tic Tacs. But it's the perfect concentrate for a Tic Tac. The FA blood orange is pretty tasty.
Yeah, Bill, Capella's orange creamsicle, TFA's orange cream. Yeah, if you can make them work, then you can pat yourself on the back, because you're not going to get anything really great out of those.
Actually, what's his name? Ver made the perfect creamsicle with those flavors.
Well,
so
then,
he's probably one that worked it out. But
he's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the one. The reason
there's
why
always an exception to the rule.
It's the reason why it's still being used and still being bought.
Yeah. I like Flavor West Orange. Has been my favorite all along, sort of deal.
Vape Train Mandarin, I have it, but I don't think I've mixed with it. Oh,
No, I don't have the VT Mandarin, so that's.
Pretty sure I do.
I'm kind of partial to the FA Mandarin because it's got a really nice zest to it, and I use it to boost zest.
I have to agree with you there. I will agree with you there.
Yeah, little. It's a little sweet. It's a little sweeter than a lot of the other zesty flavors out there, and yeah, it's one of my favorites. And up with that is the Wonder Flavors. The Wonder Flavors Mandarin is really good too.
Yeah, for some reason I still didn't get that
one. And Wonder Flavors orange juice is very good.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yes.
I'm missing that one too.
What the hell, Frank?
I don't know.
What? Come on.
Some shit just slipped through the cracks.
Okay, now it's gonna be like Max. Nobody told me to buy it.
Okay, from now on, we'll just tell you what to buy, okay? You can just be like
That's Max now. Nobody told
Frank,
me to buy
I'll help
it.
you out there. I'll go onto vaping community, mate, and I'll do a complete dump of the flavor database. There's 10,600 odd flavors, and I'll send it to you and said, Frank, just buy these.
Yeah.
Just the whole database.
Okay.
I have said many times, if anybody wants good flavors, give me your credit card. I will go shopping for you and get you what you need. And you'll be
Isn't
Fidalgo.
it nice little business for you, Tam?
It would be, because
Tam shopping service for flavors.
Yeah.
Fidalgo.
And John would be happy as well because you know,
Yeah.
you
okay.
would satisfy your shopping needs and not spend
Exactly.
any money.
Okay, at Fidalgo, I don't find it to be tang. If you want a tang, sort of orange juice is the FA Royal, I believe.
Yeah,
Is
if
Yeah,
it
Royal.
an orange juice.
that gets tic tacky though.
Yeah, but no,
What
but
do-
that's more.
what do we
But that
consider
is more
tang?
like a tang orange juice, where I don't find the Wonder Flavors orange juice to be like.
Oh
tang.
no, it is the authentic, freshly squeezed
Yeah,
orange.
yeah. I was just trying to answer Fidalgo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, for the
Yeah.
longest time, well, I remember when I first started mixing, I wanted a Tropicana orange juice flavor, and everyone turned me to FA
Yep, the FA
Orange.
Royal.
because like, at the time there was nothing close.
Yeah.
But now we have a lot better orange flavor since then.
If you take the FA Royal, and I can't remember what the percentage is, don't quote me, I'd have to look it up, but I think it's like either 2 or 2.5% with the Royal and a little bit of sweetener, you got OJ. You got the Tropicana shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
Chris and I
Tango,
like
yeah.
Tic Tacs too. If
Yeah.
you like orange Tic Tacs, you absolutely look up Orange Tic Tac by Head and Clouds
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that is the most authentic orange Tic Tac you will ever taste.
Yep.
Without-
I've tried it. Yeah, it's really good.
I like what Forrest did there. 101 crushing orange, cap sweet tangerine, sugar cookie, and vanilla custard too.
Hmm.
Nice.
Like where you're heading with that? That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have 101 crushing orange.
I don't have
What?
I don't have a whole lot of
Do you?
one-on-one.
No.
Yeah. Not you, yeah.
No, you didn't tell me
Jeez,
to
it's
buy it,
just
so no, I
lucky.
don't have it.
It's lucky the chair I'm sitting in has arms, or I'd be off on the floor.
No, next time-
Oh my gosh, Fidalgo, that you just type pog and
Yeah, I know. I saw that
No, we're not going there now.
too. we were talking about this. I'll explain it. We were talking about this, and Liam said pog, and someone's gone pog, and he goes, yeah, post-orgasmic glow.
So when I saw that, I just was like, my mind went straight there.
So unless it's really good, don't mention pog.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Michelle, I forgot
Okay,
to order
this
the
would
vape
be a
train butter
pog.
base. I forgot to put it on my wish list. So I didn't see
This
it.
would be a pog.
But I did finally get that
And this.
toffee. What's it called?
Yep, you certainly did,
butter.
Fiddy.
The butter toffee base, I think it is, or whatever, from Vape Train.
Yeah, that's good.
And I finally got their sweet cream because everyone's like, "Oh, you gotta have their sweet cream."
Actually, butter is
You gave Tim a
orange.
pog.
We can talk about FA butter because it's something that a lot of people don't have, and I think it's something a lot of people should have because
That's
for
one of the ones you
authentic.
can only get from like chefs, I think, isn't
Yeah,
it?
if you're ordering from the UK or Europe, and you've got a little bit extra that you can put in your cart before the shipping goes up or whatever, and you get and you want a really good butter, just have a look at FA butter because it is probably the most authentic butter that there is, and it is very strong. So it's just a straight normal butter, and 0.5, 0.7 it is full flavored butter.
Yeah,
So-
the dog goes like it's butter.
I can't believe it. It's not real butter. But yeah, FA butter is well worth getting. So if you're looking, and look, don't walk past Cap Golden or whatever.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, don't you be squirreling my ass. I'm not getting any more of your
It's
food.
good. Cap Golden is good.
Yes, it is good.
Not a shade on FA. That's just me. I much prefer the FA. So,
But in a pinch, use the cap and you're fine.
Nah, you know what? It's gonna end up in my freaking shopping cart.
But yeah, look, I mean, there's so many orange flavors, as in flavors which are orange, Frank. We're
Yeah, I mean, we haven't even scratched the surface and talked about, like, VSO pumpkin. That's an orange.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and that's a very
Yeah.
good pumpkin. It's a
That's
very
Yeah.
good pumpkin.
Dude.
Yes. I avoided pumpkin, but actually, I think I might play with that pumpkin.
Maybe a tangerine. I mean, there's quite a few tangerine flavors. Yeah.
Ooh, that reminds
Yeah.
me. Tangerine. I always think of
Oh
that every
God,
time I
no!
hear that
Here
word.
we go.
Tam, you're just breaking into song recently. Have you noticed that?
I know.
Every time-
I woke up this morning. Never mind.
Well, I'll just play the Winky
You
Wonky
woke up this
for you
morning with a
again.
pog.
With a song, and it was the riding down the road. I don't even know how it goes now, and I've been singing it all damn day.
Oh God.
The horse song.
Oh.
Well,
jeez.
I got stuck with the donkey song today, all day long.
Oh,
Winky
God.
donkey. Winky
I
donkey.
told you that it was an earwig. I told
Oh,
you
so,
that.
so that's actually two that I owe you now. Two.
Yeah, Bill. Yeah, Bill didn't. I'm not a pumpkin fan, but that pumpkin I can work with. It's not. It's not all white girl Starbucks drive-through pumpkin spice. It's actually a decent pumpkin.
But I'm gonna turn it into white girl pumpkin spice. How's that?
You have at it.
I'm gonna get Shane's coffee, and I have his pumpkin, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
turn it into a white girl latte. Watch.
Hey, you know what? That's not a bad idea.
No, it's not.
Yeah, as soon
No.
as, as,
Oh,
soon as
and
I
I
told
need-
Beth
I-
I had the espresso, she's like, you gonna mix me something with it? I'm like, I haven't had. a
But
chance
I
to
need the
blend it
milk
yet."
froth though. I got to get the VTA milk
Coffee
froth.
milk froth.
Coffee milk
Yep.
froth.
Yeah.
Yep. I have to get it anyway, but now I'll get it just for that.
There's a lot of things wrong with white girl lattes. That's why a lot.
No, there's not.
Guess it all depends on how much money you got on your credit card. If you can afford $7 coffees, you have at it.
No, I'll just do
$7
the
coffee.
vapes. I'll just do the vapes things. We ain't going to Starbucks.
Yeah.
We know the closest Starbucks here is about 200 kilometers, and it's at the airport.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's still there.
I'm sure there's probably no line.
But
Yeah, the
That's one of
airports-
the things I
airports are
like
pretty dead
about-
right now.
It's one of the things I like about living here is we actually have no fast food chains, no Macca's, no KFC, nothing in town.
Really?
Oh, that's
Oh.
perfect.
Yeah, but it's a
you know,
small
the
town
closest-
though, isn't it?
The closest one is 120 kilometer round trip. So I'm happy with that because it means I don't eat Macca's
Yeah.
and I don't eat KFC.
But your town is pretty small though, isn't it?
Yeah. But in town, I think at last count, there were 42 places to eat. So,
Oh my God. We got like
this
three.
is a small town. It's like 5,000 people if you count 40 kilometers around town. So
Yeah.
We got like 600, and we got a Mr. Sub.
Oh God, Mr. Sub's horrible.
I don't go there.
well, we did
'Cause
have
they
a
had them in
Subway.
Ontario. I remember them. They were horrible.
Well, we had a Subway here, and it went out of business in a year.
I don't doubt it.
And no one went there.
They're expensive. They're expensive. Like it's crazy price for a friggin' sub. I don't go there.
Subway's not
But
bad. I mean,
but
Subway, if you're not near where you can get a really good homemade sandwich from like a delicatessen, then Subway's, it's all right.
yeah. Well, we got 500 people in here, and we have like 4 restaurants, 2 grocery stores. It's pretty small.
Hey, Frank, how are you, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Sir Frank? Yeah, Addie, I saw that.
Hope
Fred-
you're doing
that
all
Fresh
right
did
over
that-
there, bud.
The VSO pumpkin with the strawberry cheesecake. He found a way to bury the strawberry in that strawberry cheesecake.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Shame.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he got in
Jared.
some. Yeah, he got in some trouble. ADV, what's up, ADV? I bought Ninja Coffee Bar. I make my own fancy coffee. Oh, there you go. There you go. That'll save you a couple of bucks.
Fancy. fancy. But we got a little coffee roasting house in town that makes it. They roast all their own beans and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we have one little, bougie place. I've never been to it. I think my daughter and my wife probably been there, I'm sure, but
But look,
right now I haven't been in town since all this shit started, so.
I went in Wednesday and we had, and I managed to strike gold and found a 4-pack of toilet paper.
Oh,
Ooh.
damn, there you go.
But yeah, look, I mean, things are getting more back to normal though, because I went in on Wednesday, I think it was, and they had pasta and they had rice and stuff like that. So things are starting to sort of normalise in the grocery department. But
Yeah, not
you
here
know,
yet. I mean, it's now they're like, you go to like a Walmart and now they're limiting the amount of people that they let in the doors.
Yeah.
So now everyone's lining up outside.
well, I actually had a word to them at the supermarket here, because what they're doing is they're getting the big packs of toilet paper and then splitting them down and putting them in, normal bags.
Repacking them. Yep.
Yeah. So, and I said to him, I said, look, I totally get why you're doing it, because all these dickheads went out and bought shit tons of toilet paper but now what's happening is the fact that they want us to stay at home. 4 rolls of toilet paper at a time means that you have to go into town more.
Yeah.
So it's just sort of counterproductive a little bit. But I was looking at the stats for Australia, and I don't know whether it's because they're doing less tests or what, but we seem to be sort of reaching a flat bit in the curve, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Dave Marshall have a better idea of what's going on with that, but you know, for looking at just the stats without knowing how many tests they're doing and stuff like that, it looks like we're sort of starting to level out a little bit, which is nice.
Yeah, that's good because here we're not even close to leveling out. It's they're saying New York now they're having 250 deaths a day.
Well, I actually looked at the stats yesterday, and if New York was a country, they'd be number 4
Yeah.
in the world,
Well,
which
they
is
kind of are their own
scary.
country, and they have an emperor up there named Cuomo that,
On
what is it?
that piece, yeah, look,
Yeah.
that piece of sneaky
You
shit.
know his brother Fredo's sitting in isolation right now because he got it.
Oh,
He
well,
got the virus, and it's like good. I hate to say it, but good.
look, I mean, when
I
you
just hope
when you
someone takes out one of Cuomo's nipple rings and stabs him in the jugular with it.
well, not wanting to wish harm on anyone, I
Oh, I
just
will,
hope
because he
it
just
just
harmed the whole
fades
fucking
away.
state.
Yeah, I mean, the sneaky shit that he pulled pushing that through right now is just that to me is abhorrent. It is absolutely opportunist bullshit.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's
the
not
chick
what
in Rhode
elected.
Island did the same thing. But at least she had the balls to do hers in the middle of the afternoon when no one was watching.
Hmm. It's not too bad over here, Frank. It's there's when I say not too bad, there's been 30 deaths, which is absolutely tragic. But when it comes down to it, a lot of those deaths were actually from cruise ships.
Mm-hmm.
I think at least half of them are directly related to cruise ships.
Oh well, Kristen, that
Which
sucks.
is
I hope it I hope it comes back negative. It's not good.
yeah. Well, I mean, look, I'm not too sure, but I have seen that you can catch this shit twice. I
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
know
you
whether
can.
it
Yeah,
is.
you can. You can.
So so yeah, look, I mean, it's the problem is at the moment they've shut us all down, and that's great, and we might look like we're flattening off and stuff like that. But if they then just all of a sudden lifted everything, we'd start climbing again. So we won't be out of this anytime soon. So it's and it's getting really, really tough on older people. Um, I sat down and tried to teach my mum how to use Zoom the other day, and God, Just
Yeah, now you have the hack. That's why I said hackers and oranges, because you have hackers that are getting into Zoom, and they're putting porn up and stuff on there and screwing up everybody. People's broadcast. The schools are giving. I mean, Zoom is giving the schools free pro accounts for any
Yep.
school that wants it. So Zoom's not the bad guy here. They're doing everything they can to help out.
Yeah.
And then you got
Yeah.
these idiots that are bored out of their mind, so they're going in there and just wanting to fuck with people, and it's just wrong.
Look, I mean, my daughter is doing netball training on Zoom.
Yeah.
So netball is sort of like basketball, except you don't bounce the ball and you can only take 2 steps. It is a different game. So,
Oh, okay.
but it's there's no backboard on the ring or anything like that. It's a little bit different. It's fairly popular in I think it's fairly popular in England, but it is very popular over here in Australia. So, but yeah, like she's doing her training, so she's in her room running on the spot and stuff like this. She comes out and they only have a 30-minute session, and they have a 10-minute break, and then they've got to go back. And she came down the other day saying, "Oh, I don't want to do the other 30 minutes. I'm really tired."
No, that's like my daughter. She gets every day her schools. She's getting text messages, emails, or whatever from from the teachers with her assignments and everything. And I mean, they're staying on top of them. Now they're giving them their spring break, where they're going to have a whole week where they're not going to get any schoolwork. But they're expected, if they have any assignments they haven't done yet, they're expecting them to have everything caught up by the time they go back on the 20th.
Yeah. Well, see, it's school holidays here now, and they let school out 4 days early. So, we've got another week officially of school holidays here, but no one quite knows what goes on after that week. So,
well, they're
I
shut down here
there'll
until
be...
middle of May right now, and I don't see them even going back then, to be honest with you.
Yeah, our schools are closed, so I don't know when they're opening either. There's no kids in school.
And like as when I was growing up, it was a dream not to go to school.
Oh, they liked it for the first few days. Now they're like,
They poured off their heads.
They missed their friends. Well, it's more just the whole, they want to get
the social aspect is really tough.
Yeah,
really tough for them at the moment. They're video conferencing, which like back in the day, that was next level sci-fi shit. When I was at school, video conference, what, you can do that? What? Hey, how?
Well, now you have a TV on your phone.
Yeah,
that's it. But look, I mean, we're gonna when things do come back, it'll be it's gonna be a new world. So
it's gonna be
totally different.
There's gonna be all kinds of different
way things are handled. I think
a whole new world.
Oh God, damn.
Oh, you're a songbird, Tam.
Everything's in my head. Earlier today,
everything's a song.
John was saying things are gonna change or something, or things were changing.
The times they are changing.
Yeah, I started singing. What's the one about REM? The song. I started singing an REM song.
Stand.
Yeah.
No,
no.
Well, they sing that, but it
that
was
one.
one about.
It's the end. No, it's not the end of the world.
It's the end of the world as we know it. Yes, I was
that's
saying that.
one.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's the end of the world as we know it.
Yeah, Kristen, we have teledoc services through our employer too, and they encourage you to use that instead of going to an urgent care, or especially going to an emergency room. They jacked up the copays for the ER and urgent care, and they want you to use teledoc as much as possible because they don't charge us anything.
Yeah, they've got that over here now too, where you can video conference. Tam, just you breaking into song every so often just reminds me of the Holy Grail, Monty Python Holy Grail, with that kid. All I want to do is sing.
Sing, yeah. Well, you got to you gotta laugh, or else just depressing. You
when
gotta
laugh. It comes down to it, it is depressing, and it's at this particular point in time where some of the funniest memes I have ever seen have
Oh,
come out.
yeah.
It just people are bored and don't have shit to do, and come up with these absolutely friggin' hilarious things.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and
like the people on TikTok. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, just wait here. Hang on.
the funniest one I saw this week, and I don't think people thought it was as funny as I did, was, was the guy saying, and I can't do it now. Oh my gosh. Telling Felicia, no, not Felicia, something, the
oh,
virus
that guy on the footpath on the front porch, COVID
on the
name,
front porch, and he's saying,
full name of his kid or whatever it was. I
Cor-
can't remember.
Oh, God.
Corvid the Shay, Corvid the Shay the virus. Get your
jeez.
ass back home now and leave those people alone. That was hilarious.
Well,
I was like, that
apparently
is so funny.
YouTube is preventing us from actually saying, the terms now. We just have to call it the virus.
Oh
The
my
virus
bad.
or
Well,
the
that was
Rona.
just, and that was what was funny
Yeah,
is
I
that
was saying
they,
that for the longest time. The
Rise
Rona.
the Rona. But yeah, look, I mean, it is changed things so much. And one thing I've actually noticed, and like I live in a country town, and everyone always says hello anyway. But one thing I have noticed is that people have tended to band together a little bit more and more respectful for the most part of other people. And personal space is awesome. Yeah, like when you live in the country, your personal space bubble is a lot bigger anyway, simply because that's how it is.
Yeah.
But personal space is a really important thing, and now it's just gotten so big. It's yeah, don't come near me. Okay, I'm good. But yeah, look, I mean, hopefully things start settling down over the next couple of weeks, because they say that the social distancing's really probably been going for 3 weeks realistically.
Well, then you look at New York City and the subways are still packed. I'm like,
But
really?
where the fuck are you going?
Yeah.
That's one thing that really pissed me off. Fuel has actually dropped in price. I mean, we're still really expensive over here.
Here it is the lowest I have seen it since I was in high school, I think.
Yeah, but you can't fucking go anywhere.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's what I said.
You just
It's
go
a
and
cruel
buy
joke. It's a cruel joke.
It is. But I mean, our fuel is still much more expensive than yours anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's crazy expensive over here, and normally in town here it's about $1.50 a litre. So you sort of getting up there to $5 a gallon plus.
Yeah.
And
And then when you throw the U.S. exchange on top, it's like $4 a gallon still.
Yeah, but like right now in town, it's still $1.30, and then you see it down. You see prices on the news down in the city where it's hitting 99 cents a litre, and you're sitting there going, "What about us? Why can't we get that?" And it just doesn't quite work. But
Well, Shane, I lived in Jersey though, so everything was more expensive. Pack of Marlboros were like, I think when I first started smoking in middle school, they were like maybe 90 cents or so, maybe $1. And
I
and gas
remember
was about
buying
75, 80 cents. Yeah, when I first started.
I
driving, but that
remember
was leaded
buying a packet of Claridge cigarettes, and they weren't the best smokes, but I remember buying a packet of Claridge cigarettes, 30s, for 87 cents Australian.
Oh wow.
So that's
Cherokee,
how long
we're like
it was.
$1.63, $1.65. There, we have a little mom and pop gas station up the street that's usually more expensive than everybody else because they don't have the big corporate buying power and all that. But they're the cheapest around right now. You can get gas for like $1.65 when the one that I normally go to is still like $1.80 something, which is only like literally a mile and a half, 2 miles from that little $1.65 gas station.
Actually, Tam, just here's one for you. the song that keeps popping into my head is Offspring. Got to keep them separated.
Yes.
Didn't I sing that earlier? I sang that on
Oh, did ya?
Tucker's show earlier. Or did I sing it here? Somebody was saying I sang it to you, Simon, because you were gonna put you were gonna put your flavors to nap. And
Oh, yes.
I did. I said it, and I
didn't
said,
see
"Gotta
that.
keep it separated." Remember?
Yeah, Giz, we were just saying about that. You enjoy your cheap gas now that we're requiring you to shelter in place. Exactly.
It's sort of like, here's $100, but you can't have it.
No, here's $100, but everything you can go buy is closed.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah,
but
Phil-
the Australian government are rolling out their $750 go spend some money to help the economy.
Yeah, but where you?
They've started delivering that, but how do you spend it? Like, and there's apparently another $750 on the way early next month, I think. But
Yeah, here's what
again,
$1,200 a person if you made under $75,000 in like 2018. So yeah, I'm not getting shit.
yeah.
But now I'm getting my unemployment. If I get the full amount, if I don't work the entire week, I get a whole $350.
So they were like, if you were on disability or get any kind of social security,
Mm-hmm.
you have to, and you haven't filed a tax return, you better go file a tax return, or else you will not get a stimulus check.
But I thought
So
that went
The other
back to like 2018 though.
yeah, but I hadn't filed one because I never have to pay anything.
Hmm.
So I'm like stressing out, and so when I know how to do something, I can do it pretty quickly. But when I have to figure it out, it takes me like 5 hours to do it, and a lot of like brain work, and like it
Mhm.
makes me tired. So that whole story, just put that aside.
Giz.
So I spent 5 hours just about trying to get tax shit together. Then I file it, and it says, guess what, moron? You don't have to pay anything, and you don't get a refund, so you can't file it online. So what do I do?
Yeah.
So
well, see, the
then,
government here. Yeah, go on, Sam. Sorry.
no, they decided after that, I guess because everybody called and complained, and they said, guess what? Now, if you're already received benefits, you don't have to file. You don't have to file it. You're going to get it anyway in your deposit. I was like, you fuckers. Probably because everybody called and complained.
Yeah. Well, see, over here, what the government's now decided to do is that they will pay businesses to keep people on instead of because what the businesses were doing is they had to sack the employees so the employees could get a separation certificate and then go on unemployment benefits. But that overwhelmed the system too much and crashed the website every day
Oh
for a
yeah,
week.
like I actually
So,
got mine done today somehow. I was gonna do it like after the show tonight at like midnight, and I was just like, oh wow, it let me on there. So about an hour before
yeah,
the
well,
show,
see,
I was on there and
yeah, what
getting everything situated, and it's still telling me that they can't verify that I am who I am. I'm like, why?
But yeah, so what they decided to do is they decided, all right, instead of running everyone through the social security system, we will pay employers $1,500 a fortnight, and they can put their employees back on and pay them $750 a week for not being at work.
Oh okay.
Wait for
So,
doggo.
so they've done that now, and that's still shaking out because the first payment isn't due to come out until May, and they're going to backdate it
Mm-hmm.
till the start of whenever you were furloughed, laid off, whatever.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is if you've got no fucking money now, then you're halfway stuffed for the next month.
Yeah.
So because you can't get unemployment and you can't get wages from your employer because the government hasn't paid anyone yet. So it's creating all sorts of dramas for a lot of people.
Oh yeah, like
in
I
that.
have to contact my mortgage company about my house in Jersey because the governor up there told everyone, oh, if you pay rent, don't worry about paying your rent next month. But they're not doing
Yeah.
anything for the landlords.
Yeah. Well, so they do the same here. The banks are saying how awesome they are looking after people and stuff like that. But what they're doing is they're giving everyone a holiday from their payments for 6 months. So
Yeah,
if
not
you
here.
are
Here,
affected by it, you can
all,
go
all,
on a holiday for 6 months.
all they're doing
But
here
during
is
that,
all they're doing here is if you make arrangements with your bank, they'll put it on the back end of your loan, but they're still going to bang you with the interest.
yeah, exactly. So over that 6 months, you don't have to make any payments, but they're still going to hit you up with 6 months worth of interest over that time to increase the term of your loan. They'll put it on the back end, and then you'll pay interest on the interest.
Yeah, you're paying.
So
You pay
the
extra
banks.
interest. All they're going to do here is they're not going to throw you out of your house. They're not going to foreclose on you. But that's the only.
Yeah, well,
Night,
they're not
Frank.
allowed to. They're not allowed to evict people here.
No, they're
Landlords are not allowed to
No,
evict
they're not allowed to
people.
do that here either now.
Yeah. But I mean, the thing is that they're not providing the relief. If they provided the relief for the people, if the government said, all right, you do not have to pay your mortgage, and banks, you are not allowed to charge people interest, everything just goes into hibernation,
Yeah.
then there wouldn't be that requirement for people to make payments or get hit on the back end of their loan or anything like that. And it would be a flow down effect. Everyone would be happy. But instead, the banks, of course, being banks, no, we'll make money off this. This is good for us. We'll offer you a 6-month hiatus from your payments, but we're going to charge you, 10 grand for the pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right, Frank,
yes,
take it
look,
easy, brother. Hope you feel better.
it kind of irritates me that the banks are going to do really well out of this, and it kind of pisses me off. Everyone
Well,
else
they always
is
do.
taking it.
Yeah, they
And-
always do. They're always going to come out smelling like a rose.
Yeah, like I've watched some of they call it more like the far right stuff. They have these different it's all like a lot of it's conspiracy
Rush
theory.
Limbaugh.
No, not him. He's
Yeah.
even further right than him. There's all the conspiracy theory stuff, and I mean, the only reason why I even gave it any of it a minute of my time is because some of the shit started happening, and it's just like, okay, is it really coincidental, or is there some credence to this? So then I went ahead and I've been following a few of them, subbed to a couple of their the channels on YouTube and stuff, and they're talking about how everyone's always talking about this Rothschild family owning basically owning the banks and everything, and they're saying that the way the president's working the economy, he's trying to take away some of that power. Now I don't know. It's who the hell knows? I mean, it's.
Look, I'd just whip downstairs and get my tinfoil hat, but I actually believe it because the Rothschilds are the most powerful, rich
In the world,
people on earth.
Yeah.
And they run the World Bank.
Yeah.
Every single, they can buy and sell countries.
Mm-hmm.
But and the thing is that they are the ones that will be least affected by this because they will just keep making money.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what. What do you do though? We're just little guys.
Exactly. We're just a bunch of little ants just trying to make it happen.
Mm.
Saw Philly Vape out there earlier. If you're still hanging around, good seeing you, brother. I saw JFM out there. Hopefully you're doing well, JFM. Big hearts to you, your family. Here's a little. I'll give everyone a little sneak preview of something that got in from Vaporesso, all nice and shiny. This is called the Extra. Little pod system, comes with 2 pods. One's a 0.8 mesh coil, and the other one's a 1.2 regular coil. The 0.8 mesh gives you 16 watts. The 1.2 gives you 11. It's got a weird cutoff on it, dude. After about 3 seconds, it'll cut off on you.
I just want to answer
Yeah.
ADV.
Mhm.
Canadians don't get stimulus checks.
Really? I heard you guys were getting something.
We get shit.
Hmm.
We never get stimulus checks. We get like little, just for an example, because I live out in the country
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not in the city, we get these little, like, okay, you're outside a metropolitan area, so you got to travel. You get kind of like a little,
Like a
I don't
stipend.
even, yeah, like a little bonus on top of your
Mhm.
income tax, but nothing to write home about. But we don't get stimulus checks here, no.
Well, the
Oh, yeah.
Medicare for all in the United States, the fact that people are rallying against it makes me scratch my head, because we have a government provided health system over here and it works pretty well. I don't understand how, and without getting into politics at all because it's not my forte, but I don't understand how people equate that with communism and socialism and stuff like that. It is over here, the Medicare system works really well. You can go to a hospital and not pay a damn cent, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, here healthcare is free. You don't pay anything. You
Yeah,
don't pay
yeah.
for
So same,
insurance or
same
nothing.
here,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
there's a reciprocal agreement with Australia and the United Kingdom. So if you're over in the UK and you have to go to hospital again, you don't pay. And I think it's the same with Canada as well. Zippy, I
Yeah.
think Canadians can
Yeah,
come
no,
into
we
Australian hospitals and not
Yeah, and
pay.
don't be an American and need to go to an emergency room in Canada.
yeah.
Because
Oh, no.
you're
You
going to
guys
get,
would
yeah, we pay out the ass.
Oh, do you? Oh, I didn't know that you
Oh,
guys would
yeah.
actually pay. Yeah.
Okay.
A friend of
Yeah.
mine, and our workers' comp coverage doesn't automatically kick in up there.
Ah, okay.
We had a guy busted his finger up pretty bad in Ontario, and went over to the emergency room. They stitched it all up and everything, and it was like a $3,000 bill, and it had to be paid in full before they let him leave the hospital.
Well, I know at one point, and don't quote me on this, but there was I don't know what started it, but people were coming from across the border,
Mm-hmm.
sneaking over here to get health care. And unless they were using an address here of some sort, I don't know how they were doing that then, because like,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, like, yeah, we don't pay for anything. Like, the only thing you would ever pay for is like, if they send you home from the hospital and you need crutches, you kind of rent a pair of crutches if you need them. Kind of, that's about the only kind of thing, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, as a comparison in the United States, and I don't know if this figure is correct, but I heard someone bandy around a figure that it was $300 or something like that for a Ventolin inhaler.
Yeah, it's
Like,
probably.
Wow. Wow.
yeah,
I don't know.
over here,
Maybe in a hospital or something. Yeah, but if you're just going to get it like on a prescription, I don't think it's quite that bad.
okay, well, over here it's $5.95.
Oh yeah, it's not that cheap here.
Yeah, it's about that
Uh,
here too.
As
Yeah.
like two of
Yeah.
my wife's scripts that she's been taking for years. One of them, they need a new like pre-certification for it, and her doctor can't get their shit together to get it in right, so she hasn't had this medication for like 4 months,
Wow.
and it's been tough. I mean, fortunately, there was some extras laying around that she was able to take and get some other stuff, black market that helps. That CBD
Oh, there you
helps
go.
some.
Yeah, Michelle. But that's $20 with health insurance. What is the cost without health insurance? Because
Yeah.
over here the cost is $5.95 for everyone, whether you got health insurance or not.
Oh my gosh. Just an example, well, I mean, I can't even give. When I was married to my husband, I don't know how long ago it was. Anyway, my medicine that I had to take then, I got it all for free. I didn't have to pay a dime because of his insurance. Then we got divorced. I had to go on Medicare, and I have to pay my premium, of course, and my copay
Mm-hmm.
for what is covered is still like $50 a month for the downgraded, not the all day extended
Yeah.
release.
Generic. Yeah.
Yeah, not even the same, not even the good stuff that I had to go down to a level of anyway. And I had to quit taking a couple of pills
Mm-hmm.
that I used to take that helped me. It's just ridiculous because I wasn't on his insurance anymore. I'm on so-called whatever, my government insurance, I guess. I can't get my medicine anymore that I used to
But
take.
see, that should happen nowhere in the world, particularly a country that is
Well, I can't get
as
Medicaid.
wealthy as the United States is. I know there's big disparity between the 1% and all that sort of stuff. But the country as a whole is a wealthy, developed country. Nowhere in the world should someone have to go out and make a decision to not get medicine because they can't afford it. That should not happen. And to me, that is bordering on just fucking criminal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, it's absolutely crazy. I mean, when my dad was sick, they put him on a medication, and it was 6 injections because he had cancer, and it was 6 injections, and if he had to pay for them, it was $360,000,
Oh yeah.
right? And he paid that much, nothing, right? So he wasn't put in a position, and my mum wasn't put in a position where it was, we can't afford the medicine, so you're just going to die. I mean, he did actually end up passing away, but you know, to have people to have to make a choice whether their life is worth the cost of the treatment, that is not something that should happen in a first world country. It should not happen.
No. No,
I'm gonna.
we actually have a mixing question answer. Low esteem,
Yeah, I was.
exactly.
What?
That's what I was just about to answer that for him.
Yes, that would be 10 mils and 100 mil, exactly. And the other 90 would be your bases, your VG, PG, your
Mhm.
Yeah. A mixing question?
I know, right?
What? A DIY show? What the hell's with that shit?
Actually, talking about one shots,
Yes. Why
I
not?
know this place in Canada that's still shipping and has some of the best one shots in North America, in the world, I would say.
Yes, most definitely.
So if you are stuck at home and looking for flavors but can't get them delivered or whatever, try a one shot. Have a crack. Just drop by DIYflavorchaser.com and I'm sure there is something there for everyone.
Oh, low
And-
steam. I know where you need to try if you've been getting from Adori. Put your link in there, Zippy.
Yes, and another little added bonus about a one shot is it's way cheaper than buying individual flavors.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
it saves you a lot of money.
Yeah, James, I'll post it.
I'm posting. It's going.
No,
there it
he
goes.
asked for a recipe.
Oh, I see. Okay, there it goes. Anyway, there's a lot of benefits to a one shot if you're busy. It saves you from yanking out all your flavors. If you're new to mixing, it gives you a really good recipe while you're learning. And like I said, if you want to try something, it saves you a lot of money because for $12.50 for a one shot, you're not buying all the flavors in this mixes. So guarantee you.
And that's $12.50.
I'm just going to do a shameless plug for a new release from me, which is
Oh
Domingo.
yes, you yes, Domingo. Yes, you go shameless. All in.
Look, it's one of my favorite mixes. That is my bottle that I use. So normally things get made for me in a 120. That's the one I use for Domingo. I hit that like drunk uncle on Christmas Eve.
I've been hitting mine all day long, all day since I have another favorite that is not on the website that will be going on the website, but I actually parted vaping it. Poor guy. I don't want him to hear that. But anyway, I've been.
Go ahead. Well,
no, I'm done.
Let me tell James. James Capozzi. I posted that recipe, but I think I saw you say something earlier today that you don't do strawberry well. And if you don't do strawberry, just switch out that strawberry cheesecake and put in like Yes Sweet Cheesecake or something like that, and switch and put in a different, like put in a caramel or something with it, with that
Vanilla.
espresso. That would be delicious.
Yeah, low esteem.
P-
PG is PG. There's not really a difference between brand A or brand B. Just whatever. If you find it at a good price, snatch it up. VG and
There is some
there is some differences in VG. Like I prefer Liquid Barn myself, but just convenience and they have decent prices. I'm sure you can probably find it cheaper.
there is a prevalence now. Like most PG has been made by, I think it's Dow Chemical forever, but there is some coming out now which is actually refined from VG. So they make PG out of VG. So it's vegetable based PG. And from what I've been told by someone who is actually PG sensitive, the vegetable based PG does not flare up
Their
their
sensitivities.
their sensitivity.
Oh.
So if you are sensitive to PG, that may be something worth trying if you want to thin your mix down, unless you don't want to. So some of the medicine flower now have 3 tiers of flavors. The lowest tier of their flavors actually uses, I believe, the vegetable based PG as
cool.
a solvent.
And
So
and
that might be something worth trying if you're actually got a PG sensitivity, to have a hunt round and find some VG based PG.
and Jim Boho, what are some of their best shots? They're all the best. You're not going to find anything that's bad on my site.
Yeah,
Not bad
there's
at all.
something on there for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you like custards and darker mixes, there's plenty of them. If you like fruity stuff, there's plenty of that. I mean, there's a good combination of everything on there.
There is everything on that site. If you don't like anything on that site, then you have no profile, dude. Stop vaping. Because you have no profile. Because every profile is covered on that site.
Including
everything.
tobaccos.
Yes. Yeah, I think we've got 2 tobaccos on there. Tam has one, and I have one. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the best mixers in the game are on there, and there's more coming. I guess Fresho 3 has some coming, possibly, from what I heard.
Yeah, he's apparently he's got went on his show today. He mentioned to me he's got 3 ready. One he's undecided on, and so he's just about ready to get on there. I have another huge set of mixers going on very shortly as well, and there'll be more. So you just gotta watch the site, because there's always going to be new stuff popping up, new flavors, new mixers.
Yeah, Luke Loop guy, he's got some awesome ones over there too.
Oh God, Luke, yes, he's got some. If you like cereal vapes, this guy has got your number.
And they're not
lemon pledge either. They're good cereal vapes.
What's that?
Oh yeah, Luke just posted the reviews for from Session Drummer.
Yeah.
He just posted the link to the review. Yeah.
If you like cereal vapes, Huh? Sorry.
There's some crazy good mixes on there. Like, I mean, some of those mixes you just sort of, you can, having seen, like behind the curtain on them, you can see the work that has gone into them, because you just look at it and you go, oh, okay, there's a reason for every single thing in every single mix, as far as I can see. And like, while I haven't tried them all, because I think there's 43 or something on there.
No, actually, according to, and I didn't look at this, but I'll just check right now. But I think according to Reddit, and I never really paid attention, but I'm going to do it right now. I've never counted how many shots we have, but Reddit's got us down, I think, as 60 or so. Yeah, 60. We have 61. 61.
Wow.
61 now. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So 61 finessed recipes, and they're not just thrown together stuff. There's a lot of work gone into a lot of them. So.
Oh God, yes.
And
a lot of time and. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, no, I can say that the mixes that I have tried, I haven't found one that is not probably best in class for me. So have a crack, have a look around, and see if there's a profile that you think will suit you, and you got a chance to win a golden ticket as well, which is
Yeah.
another little awesome thing.
And I'm not revealing what you're going to win because I just like that.
Sort of like a mystery Willy Wonky. Willy
Yes,
Wonka.
it is. It is. And it would be worth your time to, if you find a golden ticket, I'll make it very exciting for you.
Oh, that sounds intriguing.
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah, River Supply is now closed until at least next couple of weeks. California deemed them non-essential. But now TFA
I don't
is
think they've
essential.
applied for. I don't think they've applied for essential, or been approved for essential, but I think they've applied for it.
Okay.
So that was
Because
my
I know
understanding.
TFA actually applied and was granted.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
closing down. Okay, I'm not closing down.
Nope.
Yeah. So yeah. Look, I mean, we bang on about one shots, and we because we have a vested interest. Don't get us wrong, we do, because my one shots are there, Tams are there, Zippies are there, but even if you don't buy ours, it doesn't matter to me. It's get what you want and do it easily, and it's particularly easy in times where you might not be able to get those flavors in from overseas, and some of these mixes have those hard to get flavors that you probably never friggin' heard of.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
oh,
go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go, mate.
I was gonna say that there's a lot of flavors in my house that are hard to get, and if you do find them, I won't say you're paying through the nose, but by the time you get them here, they're quite expensive.
Yeah, because you're going to pay, international shipping, unless you live in the country where it's coming from. But
yeah. So I mean, buying a one shot is going to save you the money, and if you decide that you like that,
I mean, that's one thing. Even every once in a while, I'll still I still have all the Mullenberry one shots that I haven't gotten around to. I still have some Adore one shots, Low Esteem. I still have some of theirs in here. I haven't mixed them in a while, but I still have them. They're probably almost a year old now, if not more. But there's some good ones. I mean, there's one shots to be found everywhere. But now, Zippy site is the place to get them now. I mean, they're all. I mean, let's say if there's something, if you can't find something right now that you like on there, give it another couple of weeks, and there'll probably be a half a dozen or more new shots on there, and you'll probably find something there too.
Well, so yeah, like Addy said, Kumo making it a class 1 misdemeanor for flavoured e-liquid. Guess what? One shots are not.
Nope.
They're not flavoured e-liquid. So.
Nope. They're food flavoring. I just shipped some out yesterday to hippie vapes.
Yeah, basically all they are is it's concentrated flavoring. That's all it is. There's no nothing else in it but flavor. So they can't say crap.
And I'll tell you now that gooseberry mash mixed with ice cream is fucking awesome.
Now you tell me. Now you friggin' tell me.
So yeah, it's you can use them for a little bit more than just e-liquid if you so desire.
And Luke just posted again a link to Session Drummers reviews on our one shots. If you want to check them out.
Found an actual recipe on ELR, bought all the flavors. Oh damn. Yeah, I mean that's the thing with ELR. I mean I haven't had that problem fortunately with ELR because I honestly tell you I have no clue what. Actually no, I'm lying. I did remember what my login was, or I had to redo my password or something. But yeah, it takes a little bit sometimes. Yeah,
sometimes.
Because you don't want to create another account and then have to put everything all back in again, depending on how many flavors you have.
Oh Jesus, no.
No, I have I was over 800. Now I'm back under 800 since I sent 20 of them the hippie, but then I just put that other order in yesterday, so I'll be back up at 800 again.
I'm up over 1,000. Tam's got me beat.
Oh, Tam's like 7,000 or something now.
Yeah, something like that.
I
can't find the fuckers. Sorry.
Oh, it's over there, Tam. It's over there. It's over
I'm
there.
about to throw things because I'm so frustrated.
I'm
Since
coming
the
next
last
week.
show, I have been looking for one-on-one pie crust, and I know I saw it the other day.
It's
And
under the
now
desk. It's under the desk.
it could be. You know what? It could be under
It
here.
is under the desk.
And I'm about to get really angry. I'm like so bad. I'm about to throw something because that's
Listen,
an important
And
flavor.
I've got
I'll
a
be over that
solution
week.
for you. I've got a solution for you. You could burst into song. 7,000 green flavors sitting on the wall.
Oh, I get so mad when I can't find. And I'm going through Flavor West looking for natural blood orange, and I find one-on-one cornbread sitting right in there. So I'm like, well, maybe the pie crust is in here. So I'm looking, don't see it yet. So I'm muting myself again.
Just say flavors.
I'm gonna see flavors go flying across the screen.
This little cracks start appearing on the camera as Tam's chucking flavors out.
Yeah, the one-on-one pie crust she probably dropped it. Annie probably kicked it under the desk, and
Yep, it's under her desk. I know
If
it
my dog chewed it, I swear to gosh, I
No,
will chew that dog out
She
the
probably
door.
just kicked it. No, I
It's
can see it. I
probably
can see if
there.
it was
See?
like medicine flower flavor, you might want to kick her out the door. But a one-on-one, there's like $1.99.
Yep, she's finding shit down there.
No, I'm moving my printer. I have my printer on a printer stand that rolls.
Oh,
I
I
don't
see.
see it.
Well, where's your basket that you throw them all in?
I set it all up on the counter. Have you not seen me going through all this stuff the past two?
I just see you wandering around in there.
We should have a pie crust challenge. Who's got one-on-one pie crust?
I don't.
I don't.
It is the best pie crust.
I
I'm just
know.
telling you.
It would just be me and Tam then. I'd just
Bull
go
City
to
needs to get it on their site. They don't have it.
They do, don't they?
No, they don't have pie crust.
I can
Are
probably
you
get
sure?
it from. I can
They
probably get it from DIY.
yeah, they
Hold
have it.
on.
Yeah.
When did
But,
you check
well,
last
what I was
week?
going to suggest is
I'm
a
gonna
pie
check-
crust
I'm gonna check
challenge,
again
but it'd just
right
be
now,
me and
but-
Tam going
Yeah.
to our flavour stash and finding one-on-one pie crust, and I think I would win because I know that it's second drawer down, very right-hand side, three back.
Okay, that's just ridiculous.
But so we won't have the pie crust challenge because Tam will
Oh,
just
maybe
wig
I
out.
saw it on Chef's, Frank. Maybe it was Chef's I saw it.
TFA, Flavor West.
I don't have Flavor West. I've got FA, or no,
And,
I've got
yeah,
TFA
that-
pie crust.
Let's see, that's on that page. It's funny how they put apple pie and everything right in there for pie crust. Because
I think DIY should be quicker for you, Frank, unless you're specifically doing an order from.
DIY, I think I can get from DIY Vapor Supply out of Michigan.
Yeah,
If they're still
that
open.
might have been where I got mine.
I mean, I used to order directly from 101, but their site got so confusing to what was actually vaping, good to vape, and what was all their other stuff.
Yeah, they mixed them all. I think I separated them again though.
You gotta keep it separated.
I haven't been on the one-on. Yeah, you got to keep them separated. I don't think I've been on the one-on-one site for ages. 'Cause
Yeah, it's been a while.
Few of the other vendors started. One-on-one's shipping to Australia was a bit.
Yeah, Bull City's
hard stopping.
not showing.
Okay, let me look
Let
over
me
here.
check something. 101. Every time I think of Hall and Oates every time I hear 101.
Yeah.
101.
No, they literally only have.
Just laughing at you, Tam, just singing away.
Yeah, 4.
When you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
12, 16. They only have 20 flavors over at Bull City of 101s.
Oh,
They
really?
pretty
I don't
much,
know.
they pretty much asked everybody, hey, what's good from over there, and we'll go ahead and we'll get it in stock, and no one told them pie crust.
I don't know how many they have at DIY.
They've got a heap of one-on-ones
Oh.
at DIY. Hang on, they've got. Hang on, just go to page 3. So they've got at least 90.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So yeah, they've got a pretty big range of the one-on-one stuff there. I haven't tried a lot of the one-on-one stuff. I mean, I've got a few of the standouts, like the cornbread and stuff like that. But it's one of those ones that's popped up on the radar, I guess, fairly regularly over the last probably 6 to 12 months. And from the ones that I have tasted, they're really good. So it might be worth going down that rabbit hole.
One-on-one flan is pretty good. I like that one.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty authentic too.
Yeah.
I saw James Capozzi is looking for a recipe with VSO blood orange.
I don't even have that flavor.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Shane.
I'm gonna make this one public since it actually
I
turned out to be
like
good.
Addie's suggestion there with the creme brulee cookie and blood orange.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is a good
I
idea.
am working on an excellent blood orange. If I had VSO, I would use it, but I don't. And
I'd be
I can't
tempted to
find my
throw a
pie
little bit
crust
of the bitters in there as well.
Yeah, the orange.
Oh,
basically like
shit.
the orange zest, the bitter.
Oh,
that would
damn
help.
it, Zippy.
What? I'll be right over, okay?
The
I'll come and
damn
have-
basket. What the fuck?
I see, I knew it. I told you where it was, and you didn't listen to me. I know where your shit is too,
I'm not finished. Hold on.
I bet you anything it's in there. I'll bet you a sticker.
Sticker? You have stickers?
No, you're gonna get me a sticker.
See, there's my jammin' I was looking for earlier.
There you go, James, or everybody else. If you have the VSO blood orange, I use it a little high, but then Addy mixes a lot lower because he's just like a wizard that way.
He tastes oxygen.
Yes.
Pie crust.
See, I told you where it was. I told you where it was. Didn't listen. Did not listen. It's in the basket. Okay, now put it away. Oh no, see what you just did?
No, I'm gonna use it.
Okay. Okay, girl. Calm your hormones.
I'm feeling the anxiety right now.
Anxious over pie crust? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an important thing in recipes. If you want.
I know. I'm just razzing you.
I know, I'm just.
Tam. Well, at least you found it. On the upside, we didn't have you just totally wigging out there, and because we totally can't have anything like that happen.
Some
Yeah.
of these flavors in here.
Tam, look at the
Just wait,
screen.
I'm just waiting for Tam to look up.
I know. She better look up at the screen.
That's what I was about to do earlier too. And I needed this. No, not this one. Not this one. Okay.
That meme always makes me laugh. It's just I can't find my flavor.
It's hot in here.
Take off.
Well, where's your
swap
damn
It is like an
can?
Easter basket. I like baskets. Pie crust.
Well, actually, the upside to the virus is my youngest daughter lost a tooth, and the tooth fairy didn't come because I totally forgot about it. But I told her the tooth fairy was in quarantine.
You evil person, you.
So I would cover the tooth fairy's money until the tooth fairy was able to come.
There you go.
Now she's gonna want it twice.
Yep. You just
I want it with interest now.
Yep. Yeah, you just did yourself in.
I'm absolutely positive she knows that there isn't a tooth fairy, and
She's gonna play that
mentioned
one
it for
for
money.
you.
But
Oh,
that's
I would too. Excuse me, wasn't there interest on that?
well, I had to ask what the tooth fairy gave her for a tooth, and she said $10. I've gone.
Dan, she's letting you off light.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure the tooth fairy has never delivered $10 before ever. But yeah, I like her capitalist ideals. It's kind of funny. So Tam, now you've found your one-on-one pie crust.
Yes.
What's the next flavor that you can't find, and what are you going to use it in?
Sugar cane from Vape Train. But I could use super sweet, but I would rather not. But let me just move on.
I
I'm
found all my
making-
flavors now.
I'm making a citrus tart,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
and it has blood orange, grapefruit, a lemon custard, and pie crust, and I'm putting sugar cane in it.
Nice.
Hmm.
That sounds quite
Excuse
tasty.
me.
Hang on. Tam's coffee. I've got to get my Corona outfit on. You've got to stay inside, girl. You really have to not get this fucking thing.
I am, and that's.
Oh, it's like my wife's got a little bit of a bug right now, but she doesn't have any of those symptoms. But the first thing out of her mouth is, "Oh my god, do you think I could have got this?" I'm like, having the runs and being nauseous is not this, not the virus.
No, I just got a tickle in my throat. That wasn't the.
Yeah, I told her, it's like, tomorrow you'll be fine.
It is hot in this room. That's part of the problem.
Well, where's your damn fan, girl?
I have the fan on up here, but somebody turned the damn air off, and that pisses me off.
Oh.
Who played with the thermostat? Come on, pony it up.
Out of water.
I'm gonna mix something up. I'm gonna make an orange cake.
An orange cake.
Yeah. Remember like them Duncan Hines cakes? You know.
Yeah, the orange ones. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna put a little creme brulee in there because Addie kept talking about creme brulee, and you know what? That'll cream it up, make it pretty nice.
You know what might actually go well instead of some sugar cane with to kind of meld this together and make it sweet with the grapefruit and the blood orange and the pie crust and the lemon custard is a little golden syrup.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I was first thing that sprung into my head was burnt sugar.
Yeah.
Darker,
Yeah, one-on-one
sweet.
burnt sugar. Yeah.
So you don't like my golden syrup idea?
Oh no, I like golden syrup. Yeah, that's another good idea. I didn't say it was bad, Tam. Actually,
Nice save,
Well-
Simon. Nice
Yeah,
save.
you're gonna get stabbed.
I just got to
Careful.
travel over to sport. Every time he farts, he worries. No, what you've got to do with this thing is if one of the symptoms is that the early symptoms is that you lose your sense of smell. So
Yeah.
fart and don't smell it,
Then you
then you worry. All right, so
Okay.
don't worry about that for starters.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get me a water.
Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
What's that?
Uh-oh.
Spaghetti-O?
Uh-oh. 911.
Uh-oh. What, we having problems?
Yes, we have problems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's called getting low. That's what it's
Uh-oh.
called, getting low.
Low.
Okay. In the bed.
Of course, right off the bat, can't even find the first flavor I'm freaking looking for.
People are in the bed, or John's in the bed, so I turn the air back on.
There you go.
Let me try not to spill water on me.
Yeah, try not to spill water on you.
What?
I said try not to spill water on you.
I'm gonna try not to. Here we go.
Be like Splash. What's that? Flashdance or whatever. The scene.
What a feeling!
Hey, second, now it's going to break into song.
I know. I said that was a total setup on my part.
It's good to burst into song every so often, but trouble is, if I do it, the kids think I'm stepping on one of the cats.
Okay. I need a bottle.
My organization sucks. Actually, it's non-existent, is what it is. I shouldn't say it sucks.
That was a big yawn.
It would suck if it actually existed.
What a feeling. That was a good movie. Well, the dance scenes were.
Do you know, it was actually on TV here about 5 or 6 nights ago. It was
Years
made
ago?
in
Nights ago?
1984. It was made in 1984.
Yeah.
I know, yes.
Kevin Bacon looks like an embryo.
Hold on a minute.
He's
Yeah,
so
Kevin
young.
Bacon?
Yeah.
Wait, in which movie?
Oh, no, that's Flashdance.
Yeah,
Is
no,
that right?
that's, yeah,
Yeah,
no.
you're
I was
thinking
gonna
the other- You're
say.
thinking Footloose.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
Footloose.
Kevin
that's
Bacon
it,
wasn't
yeah.
in that movie.
No,
Footloose,
Kevin Bacon was
that's
in
the one.
Footloose.
I know there's like 6 degrees of whatever with Kevin Bacon, but
Patrick Swayze was in,
Yeah,
Was
that's
it
it.
Dirty
Sorry,
Dancing?
Yeah, Dirty
I've got my
Dancing.
leading men mixed up.
Yes.
not Flashdance.
you cannot mistake Patrick Swayze.
That was
And-
Mariah, whatever Carey. I don't know, not
Yeah.
Mariah Carey, but
No, what the hell is her name? Something Karen? No. Karen
something weird.
or-
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, edit.
Oh, come
Let me
on.
take this out. Flashdance was the girl with curly brown hair. Thanks, Fidalgo. Yeah, you're right. That's who it was. A girl with curly brown hair.
Somehow my vape train and Flavor West at all.
Oh, now Frank's having issues.
There it is. Finally found the damn white cake. God damn it. No, don't play
Gotta
too
see
Who's
that, man.
playing it?
Yeah, don't play too much of that. We'll get copyrighted.
Sin.
Sin.
Oh my gosh.
Low esteem, have a look. You probably won't have. I was going to say, have a look at Frank's recipe with the banana flambe in it, but
Irene Cara.
That's
Carey
right,
or-
Irene Cara. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. I knew it was Karen something.
low esteem, have a look at Lars has the nutting cake, I think it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a pretty
think
tasty
that's the right
banana recipe if you wanted, and if you want to do a little variation on it, throw about 0.5% of FA caramel in there as well. I'll dig out the
Yeah, Jennifer Bills wasn't born yet. Jennifer Bells is who's married to or are they married? I don't know. They're together. Jennifer
try-
Beal. Yeah, Jennifer
Yeah,
Beal.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a link to it, Lowenstein. Pretty simple and very tasty, and if you want a variation, you can put a little bit of butterscotch and a little bit of caramel, or either or into it, and very tasty mix. And it's a shake and bake too, pretty much, even though the Cat VC1 is at what, 4 and a bit %.
That's
that one
not
you
bad,
can
yeah.
actually, you can
Yeah.
actually hit it pretty much straight away if you like to.
Ha 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 ha. I'm gonna get you. For once, I'm gonna get you hooked on some of my shit.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Yes. Because Simon says.
That's right.
Yeah, I did the final tweak on it today. It should be like just smoking.
Excellent. Evil pyramid fingers of doom.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. Simple 5-flavor banger. Oh, well, thanks, Lois Dean. Hopefully you're subbed. Well, I guess you probably are subbed since you found the channel. But if not, make sure you sub. You hit that notification. This way every Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, here in the U.S., you can find us. And I've been doing some hardware videos here and there. There's going to be another one coming out probably next week or so. I just have to make sure that I can go ahead and post it. They didn't tell me I couldn't release it right away, so I may even get. I don't think I'll get it done this weekend. I'll probably hold on to it for a week, spread them out a little bit.
How's your honey-do list going at home, Frank? Because I know mine's growing by the day. With everyone home, the list just seems to get longer and longer. Please do this. Please do this.
Well,
please
yeah,
do
today was the washer and dryer. Yesterday, I got the parts for the front door. You know, Amazon. They didn't even get in. The parts didn't even make it into the house. UPS truck. UPS truck. Yeah, UPS truck showed up. I grabbed the box and went and installed them. I had to put the new shocks on the door, you know, because it was just slamming shut. And I was able to match them up, you know, perfectly. So knock that out. Now I guess I'm gonna have to fix the daughter's toilet tomorrow. Oh, Sin, let's see, I did 4 and 2, and it's a perfect combination. 4% on the VSO, 2% on the Flare West, and it's, you know, love it. And that's what I got going in this little pod jammy thing here. Which this isn't really a pod, this is a sub-ohm. This is a 0.3 coil at 40 watts.
Is it jammy?
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's more syrupy.
Has anyone else got the new? I see Kristen's got the Glas V2 RTA on the way. Has anyone got the V2 aroma miser? Yeah, I've got it on the way.
They kept showing it's going to be like May by the time it gets here, so I didn't pre-order it.
Yeah, they put back the release date, which is a bit of a bummer, but
well,
I'm
not
sort of waiting
surprised.
for it. I get why they have. Totally get why they had. But they've got another one coming out too, which is I don't think it's actually on the site yet, but it's the same size as the Titan. It's a big bastard. So, and it's got similar changes to the Titan tank that they've done on the aroma miser, in that they've flipped around the juice flow control in the air. So I'm looking forward to having a crack on that, because that is the aroma miser plus is one of those tanks that I've had in operation since they were released. And it's
When's the release on the aroma miser?
It was meant to be last week.
Yeah, it got pushed back to probably like first week of May.
Yeah,
okay.
they pushed it, and so yeah, we'll have to.
Well, I was going to order it next week, but I guess I'll just wait.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know, I set my alarm and ordered it.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, look, I mean, I don't think I've used a Steam Crave product that I didn't like. The one that I probably, you know, I liked it, but least liked was the original Glas. It was an awesome tank, but I found that the air was a little bit more restricted than I expected. So, and I mean, not to say that is a bad thing. It was just unexpected for me. So, you know, I'm thinking that the new version will be similar changes to what they've done to the Aromomizer. And I spoke to GFog or Gary out of New Zealand. He's already got one in his hot little hands and bloody loves it.
Oh,
So
nice.
I can't wait for that one to arrive here, which will be
Huh.
good.
Yeah.
Destiny. Who makes that one?
That's a new
That the Hellvape?
RDTA out.
That's the new Hellvape, is it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Dave Flowers, what's up, brother?
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Super Dave.
I like what the developments with the decks that they're making now with the airflows and stuff like that. I think they're
Yeah,
sort of really,
I like it too.
they're really working on maximizing the flavors in big RTAs or bigger RTAs, which is awesome.
Yeah, because they needed to. That was the one. That was the biggest downfall on your big tall tanks and your 30 millimeters is the flavor was muted.
Mm, mm.
Unless you're
And that's
unless
where,
you're pushing 150 watts.
yeah,
Then
yeah. Look, when it comes to big tanks, if you're and it is changing, but when it comes to big tanks, if you're a high wattage vapor, they're ideal for you because you can push, you can fit some dirty big coils in there, get a fairly low resistance, and push the wattage right up there, and that's where they sing. But now what they're doing is they're really working on airflows and stuff like that, and getting the airflow to work even at lower wattage and the flavor to be banging at lower wattage. Which is, it's an important part of, no one wants to keep filling their tanks. Well, I don't either. I hate filling tanks.
low esteem, they're just temporary. They still have to get their assuming they applied for it, they have to get their essential, basically their essential hall pass. This way they can be reopened. Because California is,
Shelter in place.
Yeah. Did you see where that train operator tried to run a train right into the USNS Mercy
Ooh.
at the port in Los Angeles?
No.
Yeah, he went full speed off the tracks and came up about 250 yards short.
Ooh.
Or
Why?
250 feet short.
What?
Yeah, he decided he wanted to try to sink the ship.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, no one
Seems
knows.
like a really
Did he live?
well thought out
Oh
idea.
yeah, he lived. It's a train. Yeah, he just went off the tracks. That's all. He derailed it.
Yeah, look, I mean,
He's
as
in jail.
Addy said, when this shit starts to settle down, there will be companies in distress, and simply because putting everything on hold for a month, 2 months, it can really affect the company. So when it does finally settle out, I'm hoping that everyone will support perhaps the smaller operators in the game, because
Yeah, if you still have a local shop left,
yeah,
even if you just go in there and buy some cotton or buy an RDA or buy a bottle of e-liquid to give you to try to maybe stimulate something in your DIY, you try something else. Just go in there and you ain't gotta spend a lot of money. Just go in there and let them know you're there. Let them know you're there for them, because they're gonna need it.
yeah.
All right, let's hope this is good. This might taste like that box cake. You remember how the orange box cake did have a little bit of Tic Tac? Or
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting.
Just looking at some pictures of the Destiny single flavor, single coil jobbing. Looks pretty nice, actually.
Yeah, there's a lot of shops that are doing doing their curbside or delivering.
Yeah.
Except in New York, you had assholes up there that were calling you smoke shops in the Buffalo area where Addie's at, ratting out vape shops that were open.
Thank you very much, Low Esteem. I hope you find something that you like on there.
Mm.
Gotta let this
Let's
cotton
see.
break in a little bit. I should use the Younger Rabbit cotton. This stuff doesn't have as much break in time.
And there's a lot of actually Simon did a lot of work on the site, and there's a lot of cool things. There's like little mixing guides on there and all kinds of stuff to help you out.
Ooh. I like this.
Yeah, Dash Vapes had to stop their. Again, I think Dash Vapes actually shut down right now.
Dash Vapes, yeah. I'm not sure. He put up a video there a little while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Well, it kind of in Italy and I think in England they've pretty much determined that vape shops are an essential service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And realistically, if a tobacco shop is able to open or a shop that sells tobacco, then a vape shop should be able to too.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But I noticed too that on that note, I was really impressed with something that Vaporize over here have done. Now, Vaporize is probably one of the biggest online shops in Australia for hardware and flavors and whatnot. And for the last, I think, 6 months or so, they've been banned from shipping products into South Australia.
Yeah.
And they've pretty much just gone, fuck yeah, we're doing it.
Good for them.
So they are shipping into South Australia. So if you're in South Australia, Vaporize will ship to you now. The guys there have basically said, well, we don't care if it's illegal. We are going to do it because it is in people's best interests that they don't get out of the house. So look, they will probably get pinged for it. And I think the minimum fine is about 40 grand. But if you're in Australia and you're in South Australia, I would say to you, support that sort of commitment to the vape industry and to vapers, because really they're opening themselves up for a bit of a legal action, and they are doing it to help people. They're doing what's right rather than what's legal.
Yes.
So, if you're in Australia, support Vaporize. If you're in one of those states in Australia that are, put the restrictions on vaped goods, I would say to you that, you can order from Vaporize now, and they will ship to South Australia and the Northern Territory. So,
good.
Hats off to Morris and the crew there for doing that. That's an awesome thing to do. So yeah, if you get the chance, go for it.
Oh, this didn't turn out too bad. I'm gonna let it steep a little bit. It seems like it's a little flat right now. What I did.
Orange cake, though, I haven't had that for years.
Oh, and just another thing with the letter that the email that Vaporize sent out. You know how vape shops are really quite protective, and any business is protective of their mailing list.
Yes.
Not only have they decided that they're going to ship into South Australia, but they also give you all the addresses of all the vape shops that are in South Australia that are still open, so that so they are using their mailing list to basically promote vape shops which they have no affiliation with, which I reckon is
that's pretty admirable for them to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you've got people that are willing to put their business at risk of being fined or whatever, then you really should start looking at supporting them if you don't already.
Yeah, because they're sticking their neck out for you.
Yeah.
So not just for their business, they're doing it for you. They're doing it for the smoker that hasn't made that switch yet. Because let's face it,
Yep.
we preach to the choir every week here. And
Yep.
everyone here has already made the switch.
Yep. 9 years running.
You know, 3 and change here, 9. That's awesome.
Yeah.
The first time I had gone through the pills and the gums and all that crap, and I don't know. It was just before Christmas, and this vape shop had an ad on the radio that they could help you stop smoking and all that shit. So I went in there and I thought, oh yeah. So a guy set me up with all the hardware. And no word of a lie. I mean, I was smoking probably about a pack. If my nerves are bad, be a pack and a half a day. Set me up 18 milligram I started with.
Oh, yeah.
The first hit was the last time I ever smoked a cigarette. I have never, I mean, there's times that, your nerves are really bad and think, damn, I could use a smoke. But I have never, ever touched a cigarette. I've never went back after the first hit on vape.
I've been dumb enough a few times, drinking. Oh yeah, let me. That smells really, really
Yeah.
good. And you take a couple of drags off, and you're like, oh my god, it's nasty.
Yeah.
I had a big office cleanup this week because I thought, well, the office needs a cleanup.
Yeah.
And I found
Your last
my
pack
very
of cigarettes.
first.
Oh, your very first.
Oh my
Very
god. Oh my god.
There it is.
Oh god.
Cigalike.
There.
Oh my god.
And you can tell I really liked it because I've still got cartridges for it.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
This was pretty much 100% PG. I'm fairly sure, and I have
Yeah,
actually
sure.
fired it up. The battery's flat right now. I might actually charge it up and just have a crack. But that was back in 2011, I think it was, that I got that shipped from the States, and I found it in the bottom drawer when I was hunting around. And, I'm going to fire it up, so I'll charge that up and just see how it rolls, and compare it with something like this.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit of an eye opener. I
Well,
think.
the thing is, all the nicotine at 100% PG, it's going to kick you in the chest like you just walked by
Yeah.
pissed off.
Oh
Look,
god.
When I first started on that, I would cough my guts up, and after about a week, I got used to it, and it was still harsh as Hessian underwear. But the thing is that it didn't stop me from smoking at that time. I didn't fully stop smoking until sub-ohm tanks started to come onto the market.
Mm-hmm. That's when I finally quit
and-
my first sub-ohm tank.
Yeah. So my first, I think it was a little E-Leaf Nano or something along those lines. But that sort of, when I got that, vaping wasn't even a thing in Australia. I actually, a mate of mine in the UK said, oh, I know you want to quit smoking. Have you tried vaping? And I'm just like, no, what the is that? So, but that was my first experience with vaping. It was kind of a bit trippy, really. But it didn't help me quit, but it got me off the smokes for about 3 weeks. So I sort of knew that there was something there, but it wasn't quite good enough at that stage. The technology wasn't
No,
quite
of
up.
course not.
But it still set me on a path, I guess. So it opened my eyes a lot.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw the Cigalikes on like late night television. They'd run like the infomercials or like the just like the short like the mini infomercials, and you see the guy like using it in in a restaurant and waitress comes over, you can't do that in here, and he just takes it and hits it on his hand like, see, there's no flame. And she's like, oh, that's cool, and then just walks away, and he's just sitting there puffing away on it. Now you can't even do that, you get freaking killed.
Well, see, over here too, before the Victorian government brought in the where you can't smoke, you can't vape.
Yeah.
And look, I kind of get that. I really do, because a lot of vapors perhaps aren't as sensitive to other people around
No, they're
them
not.
as they should be. And I was at an amusement park actually down in Melbourne having a vape, and the guy came up and said, "Oh, you're not allowed to smoke here." I said, "Oh, it's a vape, mate." And he says, "Oh yeah, no dramas, that's fine." This is before the Victorian government brought in this law, and it was kind of surreal that it was just automatically, and this is years back, it's 5 years ago, and it was kind of surreal that it was accepted that yep, no worries, that's fine, you can do that, not a problem at all. Until the government got their little goosies on it and
Same
started
here.
to do.
Government's got to have their way.
Well, gang, we've been going 2 hours or so. I guess it's hard to say what the little hiccup we had in the beginning of the show, thanks to Zoom.
Yeah.
Tam, what are you doing this week?
Tomorrow, I think I'm just gonna sleep.
I don't blame you.
That sounds fair.
I'm just after YouTube all day today. Yeah, I'm just like, no. But Wednesday on OGA, Homegrown Alchemy, we're having a show with Simon and Zippy and probably Vape and Trucker, and who knows who else will be there. And you're welcome to join us, Freak. We're talking mango.
Oh, I may sit that one out. You know how I feel about mango.
Mate, I'm telling you, I could get you into a mango.
I got into one, but now I kind of, at higher wattages, it was really good. Then I tried it in that billet box, and it was just like, nah, not so much.
When, where, and when, Fidalgo? It's Wednesday at 7 p.m. U.S. Eastern Standard Time.
And Fidalgo promised me he was coming on.
And here is my link that will tell you where I'm at all the time.
Oh no, that one's
like a tracking app, is it, Sam?
Okay. See, I get that. For some reason, I still get a delay. It don't matter if I'm pushing my own stream or if I'm watching somebody else's. That my chat's always delayed by like a second.
Tam, I just had a look at the recipe you posted, the citrus. Can I ask you to do one change?
What's that?
Can you just put a comma after citrus in the name, so that when someone says, "What are you vaping?" you go, "Citrus, tart." But that looks really tasty, mate. It does.
It is good. I'm like, this is good, and that's why I had to find the damn pie crust. Because
there we go. We've got it. We've got a Fidalgo is coming on the show. He just said.
Oh, he's full of crap.
He just said he's coming on the show Wednesday. We expect you
4
there.
weeks past due to be cut. What?
Doesn't matter. He said, I said he's coming on the show, and he says, "Oh yeah, I'll have to wear a hoodie." That's fine if that's what it takes. Fidalgo in a hoodie.
That's all you can wear. There was the hoodie.
Are you going to be in the bathtub with the bubbles?
With a hoodie.
With a hoodie, yeah.
Yeah,
But Luke Loop needs to come back on too.
Yes, Luke.
Well,
needs to
actually,
come
he's
back
never been on my show.
Yes, he needs to get his ass on there. He's got time.
Well, he's still on the online classes, I think, isn't he, for his students?
Yeah, he's doing schooling stuff, yeah. But he still needs to get his ass on the show.
He does.
Yes.
But, we're not going to accept that 5% because we all know that it's less than 5% chance. Fidalgo.
When you say,
You've got to be there.
95% sure.
95% sure. Okay.
Well,
How about 99.9? How about that?
Tam, the only thing that we can do is when you do the promo banner, put Fidalgo Vapes on it, then he has to come on. It's law. If your name's on the banner, you have to.
That's what I do to the boys. Like Liam and dang it, did that to Liam and them and Nick the other night.
Nick.
And they're
Yep.
like, "Oh, this is so late because it was midnight for them." I'm like, "You're already on the damn banner, so you got to come on now." So
That's right.
Yeah.
that
And
does
it's,
it.
and it's not like you have to get up for work, guys.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
suck it up, princesses.
Exactly.
You'll be fine.
Yeah,
But, yeah.
I did the private link for the one I made. Check it out. The name I think is just says all it needs to be said. The mix could turn out to suck, and the name just says it all. What's black now?
But I was
That
gonna
looks
ask
tasty
what's black
too.
now.
Oh, his mix. Oh, his first flavor that got him off the cigarettes. He still has. I guess he still has some in the bottle. Maple pancakes. Yeah, that 8 years. It's 8 years old. Yeah, that would be pitch black.
Oh yeah,
I
and
wouldn't.
like
Yeah,
syrup.
I wouldn't. I would not. Try, I would not
Ugh.
try to vape that for old time's sake. I would leave now. 16 milligram, and it's 8 years old. It might be 1.6 milligram now, but nah.
This is strange
So leave it
because
alone.
Maple
I never would
pancakes.
have thought an orange and grapefruit would be something I would. And I'm thinking I need to mix a big bottle of because this is good.
Orange and grapefruit would be great together.
Did I? I'm trying to think. Did I order that mulberry grapefruit? I don't know if I did or not.
It is good, Frank. If you didn't, you need to go back and add it.
Well,
It's
that
really
order's
it's like a
already been
pink
shipped, so.
grapefruit. Really good.
Let me see. I'll tell you right now if I ordered it.
Really good.
Let's see.
I don't lie.
You like big grapefruits and you cannot lie.
Oh.
No, I got you doing it.
Oh no, not that song. Please don't sing that song. Please don't sing that. I like
Yeah,
big.
oh, I
looking
did order it.
girl.
Okay, I did order the mulberry grapefruit.
All right, see, you're set.
Yeah, I think the only flavor I ordered because I didn't see it on my list that I actually had it. Now I have 2 bottles of it, and it's the creamy vanilla.
Uh,
But it's not a bad one. I mean, it's okay. At least that's one I can just give away to somebody now. I ordered the lemon tart, got the grapefruit, had to reorder the nectar peach because I gave a bottle of it to Hippie. Ordered the original lemonade. I ordered more of
It's
the
good.
pineapple lasty because I was running low on it.
did you get the sponge cake?
Yes.
That is excellent.
Which
Excellent.
sponge cake? Which
Classic
sponge
sponge cake.
Classic sponge
I
cake
ordered
from
I ordered the classic
Mullenberry.
cornflakes. Ordered a classic Belgian
Oh,
waffle.
actually, Luke will tell you about the classic cornflakes.
Yeah, but but I like it.
He gets a rose flavor from it.
Huh. I ordered that new sweet cream from them. I got the thick vanilla ice cream, the yellow cake, the zesty lemongrass.
Yeah, it's a good lemongrass. I made a mix
Yeah,
with it.
all
It's
cool,
actually
Fiddy.
good.
Hit me up during the week, mate. I probably won't get my ass out of this chair for most of the week.
Yeah, got the rocket popsicle, the bomb pop. Have you tried that yet? Have you messed with it at all?
No, I haven't. I have it, but I haven't. I just don't do a lot of candy.
I'll have to see
like
how
that.
lemony it is. Because if you're a real bomb pop, it is pretty lemony. And you know them. It's going to have cooling in it because they put cooling in a lot of stuff.
They put pollen in it?
No,
What?
cooling.
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 Oh, coolant.
Yeah. Coolio.
And that queen delicate pineapple. that's
Oh,
so
V
much
Dog,
fun.
I still love me some Mara for double. Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah.
Oh, I love that shit. But I really like the Holy Grail.
Doggo, it's about mango.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I'll tell you. Ooh, yes. It has some kind of coolant in it.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I figured as much.
Oh,
A lot by the sounds.
oh god.
Oh wow.
Don't
that much
do what
coolant.
I just did.
Don't knuckle that.
I'll be changing that subject. Now my tongue is numb. It is numb.
I
It
did-
isn't just coolant. It's
I
like
tell you what,
Oh,
Tam.
wow.
If you get too much cooling, if you do a knuckle test and get cooling, what you do is just go to your Flavoras, grab some heat. It'll even it out.
There you go.
knuckle test that, you'll be fine.
I did
Sure,
that with
right,
Polar
okay.
Blast, and my tongue was numb for like half an
It-
Yeah, I mean,
hour.
freak-
it is numb.
I've actually done that. I did that on the bushfire appeal. I did WS23 off
Oh
the
yeah, I
knuckle.
remember.
Oh,
Yeah, I
yeah.
remember.
Off the knuckle.
Yeah, I remember
And
that.
It sends your mouth into it totally freaks your mouth out. It makes your tongue numb, and then it's.
I'm just not into that kind
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's yeah. Way to keep harmony in the house there, Fiddy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Luke's pretty much saying that if I want to make a Turkish delight, I could use that classic cornflakes.
of. No.
Maybe that in conjunction with rose essence.
Rose essence isn't rose. That's just rose water.
Well, that's all that's in Turkish delight, isn't it?
Yeah.
That
No,
rose,
well,
rose
yeah,
water candy.
yeah.
Not
Yeah.
if you smell my granny underwear concentrate.
Your granny underwear concentrate.
So
I'm
now you're gonna
I'm
get all
glad
these
you threw
people.
concentrate on the end of that because I was getting kind of nervous.
I was going to say you're going to get all these contacts. Oh, I'll smell your granny underwear.
What is the name of that stuff?
Pot puree.
Yeah, potpourri.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
that sounds
potpourri. Yeah,
like
potpourri.
that. What is that stuff? You used it in a mix, Simon?
Was the
Which one?
lavender?
Oh
No.
Elderflower.
No, to make the rose candy stuff.
Oh, to make Turkish delight.
Yeah.
Well, vape train Turkish delight's really good, but you can use rose essence from FLV as well.
No. It's not even close to that, what you use.
I can't
Uh-oh,
remember.
there's the look.
Which I don't know which mix you're talking about. I've done a couple of Turkish delight mixes. Hang on, let me.
Isn't even close. Isn't even close.
And away he goes to look.
I'd have to go searching.
It's a musky scent. It's a musky.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the musk candy. Yeah,
yeah.
I remember that.
Is that it?
No, musk candy isn't it? Turkish delight is basically a rose jelly or an orange zest jelly covered in like powdered sugar with generally some pistachio.
But
Oh,
you were talking a while ago about the musk candy that you have in Australia or something.
Oh,
It was a candy that you have. That
Yeah,
But
like
you
musk
still use
lifesavers,
that
musk
musk candy to make
Yes. Yes, and I've seen the recipe. I have seen the recipe.
to make your Turkish delight. You did.
No, well, yeah, but I also come across one of his recipes that is for that Australian candy or whatever it is.
Elon's stick that one.
Yeah, that's it. That's
Musk
it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. That's the granny's bathroom drawer, whatever. Underwear.
The
whatever
potpourri.
you call
Yeah, you
it.
went
The
from granny's
potpourri.
panties to granny's drawers. Okay.
Whatever, it stinks. I hate it.
Let's not go any farther than Granny's drawers, okay?
But yeah,
I'm sure Grandpa hasn't in a long time either. So.
Well,
But Turkish delight is basically squares of jelly covered in sugar like that.
It doesn't even look good.
It's beautiful. It's really nice. It's
If it
Yeah,
tastes
and you
like
can get
that,
it-
Granny has game.
you can get it covered in sugar or chocolate as well. But the musk stick is an Australian. That's there's not too many Australians that haven't had a musk lifesaver or a musk stick or and I know you're not a fan of it, Tam, but it is one of those flavors that is really Australian, I guess, because it's really
yeah,
popular.
because it's not me.
It's
I mean,
on the list. It's
the
on my
smell
list.
it's the musky smell just reminds me of the old. I don't
Granny's underwear.
Oh, like the old aftershave that you had back in the
God.
80s.
Stetson or whatever.
Yeah,
Captain
Menage or whatever
Old
it is.
Spice. Old Spice.
Yeah.
Old Spice is that flavorous wood spice.
Oh
That's like a sandalwood for me.
Oh,
I don't
friggin'
know.
Roger made a recipe called Old Spice.
Oh God.
I know we were leather shoe.
Jeez. All right, well, let's let these people get some
don't
sleep
think
or
I
start their
do.
Sunday or whatever they got to do. Zippy,
Uh-huh.
how long for the what's it called? The ticket, golden ticket.
Golden ticket.
The golden ticket?
How long
Well,
is that running for?
it could last forever.
Ah,
I don't know. We haven't decided. It's just floating around out there. I'm waiting for at least one person to get one. So.
Yeah, well, no one's won one yet, so
No.
Yeah.
So it'll stay around until somebody at least wins one.
there we go.
Yeah.
So
and they got it. There's about 600 bottles or so that are sitting there with golden tickets in them.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone has
Not all of
golden
them,
tickets.
obviously, but
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, I'm bored.
But yeah, look, everyone out in chat and everyone on the panel, look, stay safe, keep your distance, and remember, it's okay at this particular point in time to say, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
yeah,
Will you stop touching me?
like they say, like a good neighbor, and like a good neighbor, stay the fuck over there.
Yeah, exactly.
And hopefully, hopefully things in New York in particular start settling down really, really soon, because that is on the rails.
That's like a war
absolute
zone.
tragedy at the moment.
It's
Yeah.
creepy up there. It's something like have a movie that you even look at the writer and you're like, you're one sick fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, Como's pulling the strings, and well, he's a sick fuck. So let's leave
Yeah.
leave that one.
Exactly. Let somebody stab him with his nipple ring.
But
Does he really have a nipple ring?
Nah, it was photoshopped. It was funny as shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I heard that the first time the last show. I didn't know. I was lost. Okay.
he might have one.
Hey, for all we know, he's got a what's the other one they call
Prince
it?
Albert.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prince Albert.
Maybe him and his brother Fredo have matching ones.
Well, I can't say I'm really when it comes to Kumo, I have no skin in the game. So commenting on US politics is always a risky thing, but just the way he rants and raves just tells me he behaves like a spoiled fucking brat, And I understand he's pleading for things that they need, but stop
I mean,
playing the
when
blame
they had a whole
game.
warehouse full of them and they claimed that they didn't have them.
Yeah, well, I don't know about that. I don't know
Yeah, I don't know about all
behind
that.
that, but stop playing the fucking blame game and get on with it, and stop sneaking shit through on the back door.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because any legislator that was not there to vote on that automatically had a yes vote.
Oh, now that isn't right.
That's low.
It
That's
passed
low.
36-25, and I wouldn't be surprised if 30 of them weren't there in the middle of the night.
Oh my gosh.
So it could have been 25-6. And
that is just absolutely maneuvering a situation to get your own way, and that's
exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, Emperor Cuomo.
Yep.
Alrighty, gang.
All
on
right.
that note, everybody said be safe. Wash your hands. Don't talk to strangers. Big love, everybody. Kristen, hopefully you don't have it and you just got a really bad
hopefully,
cold.
and if you do, you get better soon.
Yes, exactly. Alrighty, gang. We'll see you all next week. Next week's going to be Easter, so we're not going to do Reading Rainbow next week. We're actually going to do Easter candy.
Ooh, Easter candy.
Oh, next
Ooh.
week's Easter, really?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yep.
I don't know. I can't keep track.
Well, I'll be here, mate. It's not like I'm going away for the weekend.
Exactly.
I'm here too.
I'll be here.
I was supposed to be going to Myrtle Beach Easter Sunday, but that ain't happening now.
You ain't going
Oh,
nowhere.
Nope, I ain't going nowhere exactly unless I get called into work, and that could happen. Well, yeah, next week we'll see.
as the case may
Alrighty,
be.
gang. Be good, everybody.
See you
Bye,
guys.
Felicia.
Be well.